Hello, this is Jolly Gaming Panda, and today we will be playing Pokemon Scarlet. And I usually will say Indigo Disk DLC, which it is, but we're not at the DLC location today. So in order to beat Drayton, I need a Pokemon team that's strong. So recommended Pokemon, according to the internet, to fight Drayton is Garchomp, Fluttermane, and Chi-Yu. And yeah, I need to raise their levels. Level 58, level 60, that's not gonna survive against Drayton's team, I know that much. His Pokemon's probably roughly around level 75 or 80. So I really need my Pokemon to preferably be at max level. And I did try looking around for Pokemon trainer fights in the DLC Blueberry Academy area, but I wasn't really finding many challenges at all. So I decided, since I wasn't having much luck, to just do it here at the Academy. You could do tons of Pokemon battles here. Like, don't attack the door, Koraidon! Don't do that! We'll get expelled if you do that. Oh my, Koraidon was nervously thinking about breaking down the door. You can't do that, Koraidon. You'll get in so much trouble with Principal Clavel. That would be so bad. Okay, I definitely want to do the Ace Tournament. Yes, I want to enter the Ace Tournament, train my Pokemon up. Oh, and it was awful while I was trying to figure out my next step to face off against Drayton. I was recording a 20-minute video, only to realize I wasn't even recording. It was awful. But it was a pretty boring episode. So, that's fine. But it's always terrible when you think you're recording and you're not. So that actually happened. Arvin! I used to do these Ace tournaments all the time for raising my Pokemon's team. But then I have been enjoying just feeding my Pokemon experience candies. But you really should only do that if you have a lot of protein on your trainer, which are items that could boost your Pokemon stats, such as attack, speed, defense, all of that. But I kinda like challenging the trainers here at the Ace Tournament. It's kinda a fun way to, I don't know, instead of just quickly boosting your Pokemon levels, you could just actually put in a lot of effort and time for your Pokemon to get strong. And to be honest, I think this would be a pretty quick way as long as I keep it up. So Koraidon's showing them what they're made of. Koraidon's strong. Honestly, I always just rely on Koraidon to do the fighting, and I let all the other Pokemon just gain the experience points. Koraidon's that capable. I don't think Koraidon usually struggles in these Ace Tournament battles at all. So if you would want to just, if you're wondering what Pokemon is best for just fighting turn after turn at the Ace Tournament, I would recommend Koraidon. A lot of the fighting moves, such as Collisional Course, are effective against the majority of the Pokemon you will be facing off against at Paldea Academy. So Koraidon's, I think, is one of the best options. But if you have a particular Pokemon that's just you know, capable just like Koraidon and does really good in these Ace Tournament Paldea battles, please let me know in the comments. Let me know what Pokemon you enjoy bringing into these fights. I would be interested to hear it. But Koraidon's my buddy. Koraidon, even though I've liked Pokemon since I was a kid and stuff, I feel like despite having so many nostalgic legendary Pokemon favorites, I think Koraidon would actually have to be my most favorite of them. For some reason, I just really like Koraidon a lot. So yeah, I rely on my buddy on just about everything in this game. You'll never see Koraidon not in my party, unless the game is forcing me to have to take a step back from relying on Koraidon for whichever reason. Mainly with the story mode, if that ever happens. Alright, we're getting some experience points. It's a pretty steady process, I think. We're getting the experience points. It'll take plenty of battles, but we're getting there a little bit at a time. Okay, next up is the second round. And we're up against the Nurse Miriam. I like her design. I think her hair is really pretty. I don't feel like I've seen much of her character in this game, but she's pretty much supposed to be the nurse of the academy, so I don't know if I've ever traveled to the nurse office or anything in this game, but she's the nurse, so if your Pokemon's hurt, she's, well, the one to go to. Alright, Sawsbuck. I like Sawsbuck. They're a Unova Pokemon. And depending on the season in Pokemon Black and White, which I think Pokemon Black and White was so cool, seasons would change over time. Like spring, summer, fall, winter, just all of them seasons. And depending on the season, the grass above their antlers would change color. If it was fall, it would be red like this autumn. If it's winter, the leaves on its antlers were white. If it's summer, it's green. Spring would be pink. So I think that's really cool. Oh well. I do like Koraidon. They make these battles so easy to breeze through. I've always tried to rely on at least one time I did try to rely on Miraidon, Pokemon Violet's legendary, for the Ace Tournament, but I feel like I didn't have that much luck. I think because they know all normal and electric type moves. I guess the fighting type moves just seem to be really good against most Pokemon in these tournaments at Paldea Academy. Honestly, I'm so slow with progressing in the DLC. It's been out for a long time and I really haven't got very far with it. I think I just haven't been putting that much time in my Pokemon playthroughs, so I haven't really been making that much progress. But it's to the point I can't remember what all's supposed to be in the DLC. I'm hoping there's something like this, an Ace Tournament thing, where you could battle a lot of strong trainers, but over at Blueberry Academy. I feel like the Pokemon trailer for that Indigo Disk wave, it was pretty much supposed to be covering more battling. It's like Teal Mask covered a lot of exploring and catching new Pokemon. I believe Indigo Disk was supposed to introduce new ways to battle. So a lot of offline battles was introduced in that one. So we'll see what all it has to offer. For my playthroughs, I'm gonna keep making these videos. As long as there's content in the Indigo Disk for me to uncover. I actually still have to play through the story mode because Drayton is still an obstacle for us. Okay, I got Toxapex. Down for the count. This might actually take a long time boosting my Pokemon's levels this way. But I'm thinking, this is just gonna be the only episode I make where I'm training my Pokemon like this. And then, just in my own time, when I'm not recording, I'll just keep doing Ace tournaments. Because, I don't think that would really be entertaining for everyone seeing, like, 3 or 4 Ace tournament episodes in a row instead of progressing through the Indigo Disk. All because I had 2 Pokemon that weren't really leveled enough to fight Drayton. So, I think this is gonna be my only Paldea Academy training video in these Indigo Disk playthroughs. So this was just to demonstrate how I'm training my Pokemon team to face off before facing off against Drayton, what my strategy for that is. And in the next episode, I'm gonna be just bringing this Pokemon team at max level 100 to fight them. I won't be able to bring Koraidon. At least I would rather just bring Garchomp, Fluttermane, and Chi-Yu because that's what's recommended online. But while I'm training these Pokemon, I might take a look at what a lot of other people, other Pokemon trainers do out there to fight and defeat Drayton. Because I'm definitely trying to prep up against him. Because he's gonna be strong. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment.